Uh, hey everybody, it's Rabbit or Eugene or whatever we want to go off of here for this video. Kind of a semi-serious video here. Um, if you've been paying attention, I have been slowly but surely updating my thumbnails on the videos. I'm finally making good on my promise of doing a better job of taking this a little bit more seriously. I know I don't have a very large fan base, but the point I'm trying to make is I am making good on my promise to do a better job and not just like slap shit together. So over the next couple weeks, you're going to see some of my older, shittier thumbnails disappear and be replaced by new ones that I've drawn myself. I got one of this is my Wacom. I bought the I think it's the bamboo. Well, no, it's not a bamboo, but it's the is there a serial number on here? It's the Intuos. I think it's the Intuo S. It's not a full size one. It's just the it's just like a smaller one. I don't have very much space on my desk here, but I am so yeah, like I said, slowly but surely you will see new thumbnails coming up. Just last night I redid the Magic School Bus because that's one of my most popular videos right now, and I think according to my analytics, I'm pretty sure that the only reason that video gets as many views as it did was because of its super ambiguous title. So I think that by changing the thumbnail and including the Edutainment Hell header underneath it, it will deter. Plus, I also put an 18 plus on the video, so hopefully, because it finally hit the point where I could see my analytics, and according to my analytics, most of the views came from parents just popping up the YouTube Kids or whatever and just letting it roll through, and I think it just came up. So hopefully that puts a stop to that. I don't know if it's going to put a damper on the actual view count, but I thought it was a pretty solid video. You could kind of see me like catching my swing, how I want to portray myself on my videos, and a lot of my more recent videos have my friends in them, whether they know or not. I have told them, don't worry, but I think it's better to have people for me to bounce off of while I don't have a large viewership yet. And I'm not trying to be super famous from this. I'm doing this to have fun, because I am basically the I can't say reincarnation because my grandpa is still very alive and well, but I am probably more like my grandfather than anyone else in my family, because my grandpa is the kind of person who wakes up in the morning and goes, you know what, I feel like learning the guitar. I feel like, I'm gonna take apart my computer in the office and see how it works. Like, I'm gonna, like, you know how you see kids, like, oh, if a kid tears the VCR apart, it's like, oh, that kid's gonna grow up to be an engineer. My grandpa still does that in his 70s. I don't get to see my grandparents very much because of my hellish work and school schedule, but I still love them to death. And I'm blessed to have very young grandparents. So, but yeah, it's just I feel like I'm more like my grandpa than any other man in my family, just because I woke up one day and I was just like, you know what, I like playing video games. I like playing Mega Man. I'm gonna stream Mega Man. I'm gonna have fun with it. And I streamed all of the Roll ROM hacks where they replaced Mega Man with Roll. And shockingly, one of my Roll videos has like almost 1,000 views, and I think it's because it was Mega Man 6, where she used Tango to transform instead of Rush, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, this video is me like just explaining yet like yes, the changes are coming. I am not gonna open a Patreon. I'm not. That's stupid. I don't ever want anyone to worry about my money or be concerned about my money. My girlfriend and my girlfriend is the department lead. I am the co-lead. We're doing good. Trust me, we got plenty of money. You know, I've got my roommate that lives with us who, you know, he helps out with, you know, I charge him rent for the room, plus he helps out with anything we need, like, you know, our AC went out last summer and he helped us pay to get it fixed, you know, thanks Nick, good job. So I don't ever want anybody to be watching this channel and be like, hey, how can I pay you? I do have a donation button on my stream. Because I switched software. I used to use Open Broadcast, but now I use Streamlabs. And I think Streamlabs is great for the technology illiterate like myself, because it lets you put up all the fun bullshit like the, you know, hey, somebody subscribed, you know, and part of that is because it's just me reading the audience. I know there's a lot of people, myself included, who, you know, I just think back to that one screenshot of like the little kid who it's like, I'll be right back, PewDiePie, gotta go take out the trash. Okay, I'm back. You know, that screenshot. That's just the world we live in today. I know the younger people watching the videos who they watch videos and they want to be noticed. So putting up, you know, the last subscriber, the last donator, the last follower, you know, that's, or having all the bullshit on the side of the screen that pops up, you know, that's for those people. And you've noticed in some of my more recent streams, if that shit gets in the way, I will turn it off. Or like you saw with some of my Game Boy streams, there were some growing pains with having my webcam in the way. And I mean, the webcam is there for me because I'm deaf and I speak with my body language more than I do my voice. So I think, to me, having me in the corner to where I can react to things, that helps me. So the webcam isn't going anywhere unless it's like absolutely a thing that people are like, no, you were fine without the webcam, get rid of it. But that's there for me more than anything. But yeah, this video is just like, hey, you know, the people who have reached out to me, the people who have talked to me, I am listening. I can't promise that it's going to be a very fast change, again, because of work and school and everything like that. But final season is coming around. I'll be off school for a month, and my schedule next semester is looking great because, I mean, I'm a senior. I'm in like the final swing of all my stuff. My organic chemistry class is actually online, which is pretty nice. I was looking at my blueprint. I don't know if that's a thing in like every college, but it's just, I know I'm gonna be a super senior, just because I had to retake a class or two, and it's not anything extreme. You know, med school is no fucking joke. I retook a class because I got a B. Like, you can't, if there's any future med school people watching this video, let me tell you, you cannot fuck around. You have to be serious. They will, you could be like absolutely perfect for the job, but you know, if your teachers have ever taught you anything about resumes, they're gonna want to see your transcript, and it's kind of one of those things where like 70% of resumes don't even get read. The first thing they're going to look at is your GPA, and most of the time, if it's like anything less than 3.5, they're not even going to read the rest of your resume. So You know, just little Uncle Rabbit looking out for you. You got to be serious if you're doing this kind of shit. So, but another thing I wanted to use this video to talk about is, I want to, if you haven't noticed, I've really been getting back into art a lot lately. Growing up as a kid, I always wanted to be an artist. I was always drawing in sketchbooks. I was always just doodling. Anything that I did in school that needed art. Like, I know a lot of kids would always, like, whenever there was a group project, you know, people would always be like, well, have Gene do it. He's fucking crazy artist. And, I don't think I'm that good. I don't know if you saw my first drawing stream I did where everything was just like garbage meme doodles, but like I think some of the more recent stuff I've done, I've really like shaken the rust off like I thought I was going to. I still feel like so racked with guilt over some of the tracing I've done, like in the Magic School Bus thumbnail video I did, I traced over the outline of the mouth and just like omitted the bus and then went from there. And I know that's like a huge debate thing, like, well, you know, you read mangas or comic books and people will trace like cities if they don't have a background artist, or like they'll use chroma keyed versions of cities or something like that. The other day I posted to my Twitter, I did a trace of, I don't know her name, she's the little sexy imp from League of Legends, but I did a trace of her, and I don't want to trace everything because tracing isn't drawing. I can fully accept that when I trace something, I am not learning to draw, but the idea in my head, and that is why I posted the original image first and then said, okay, I did trace this. The idea that's in my head is that if I trace it, maybe my body will remember, like kind of a muscle memory thing. This is where I want to say that I will now do art commissions. So the thing with that is I don't feel that my ability is up to quality yet. So the only thing, I don't feel right asking for money. So the only thing I will say is, you know, in exchange for doing art commissions, one, you're going to have to accept it may take a while. Two, all I'm going to ask for in return is like, you know, a subscribe, a follow, you know, a like, tell your friends. I've already begun the process of selling my soul. As a beginner, I'm not really in the position to turn anybody down for any reason. Let me repeat that again. I am not in a position to turn anyone down for any reason. Whatever deviant shit you desire, just let me know. I will be very upfront with you if I'm going to like trace something to use as a base. You know, I've bought drawing books. I have been practicing like in sketchbooks in my off time. But if you watch the progression of my drawing streams and you see the actual improvement as I learn my way around the program, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I just wanted to be upfront, let everybody know, hey, this is the thing. If you don't want me to trace it, tell me straight out. I'm not gonna trace everything. I will always say, hey, this picture was traced. But I'm never gonna outright trace something and just call it a day. But I may use it as a starting point, or I may use it as, I think what I'm gonna do in the future is like, let's say I want to take a pose. You know, I'll do what I've been doing. I'll lower the opacity and then draw the skeleton from there. And then once I have the basic skeleton, then I'll go from there. I think that'll be a better way to learn than outright tracing. But the point I'm trying to make is I would like to do this as a hobby. So I think once I start actually getting better to a point where, and I don't even know what's fair. I see people, I follow a lot of artists on Twitter, and I see people that are like, hey, $100, and not that I have any room to particularly talk shit, but I'll see people that are like, hey, $100, and it's not shaded, it's just like flat colors, and it looks maybe a step ahead of the Sonic OCs video I did last night. And I don't think I'll ever get to a point where, I think my stopping point would be like, I think it really depends on like the content. So it's like, hey, I want you to draw my OC in a diaper, fucking my friend's OC in a diaper. I might be like, that's gonna have, that you're gonna need a syntax on that one. I'm not saying no, but I think for my own sanity, I'm gonna have to charge you a little bit more. Hey, but just being honest. But no, I really think this would be a good way to get some practice in. So yeah, to summarize my fucking random rambling, I'm gonna make good on my promise to do better in the videos. I'm gonna send me a message on Twitter. I'm a fucking 30-year-old boomer, so my Twitter is just my name, @EugeneConnungen. Send me a message, send me a tweet. All I'm asking for in return right now is just, subscribe to the YouTube channel, tell your friends, or follow me on Twitter, tell your friends. If you want to do follow for follow shit, since I'm such a small person, whatever. You want me to retweet shit, whatever. I'm not gonna retweet everything. My girlfriend gets upset with me as it is when I like retweet sexy shit, but yeah, I just wanted to put all this out there. I'll draw it. Just give me time and patience. I'll draw it. Just I want to get the practice in. I don't know what's happened to me over these last couple of weeks where it's just like, man, I want to draw again. I really want to draw again. Like I said, growing up as a kid, all I did was draw. One of the first mistakes I ever made was, I graduated high school back in like 2008, and I was such a young, stupid kid. I had no idea how the world worked, and I think my parents did this to me on purpose so that I would learn. But there is a private college in my town, and the private college is the only college where they offer an animation degree. And so I was like, yeah, I'm living in buttfuck nowhere, Indiana, and I want to get my degree in animation. And one semester of this college is $36,000. One semester. And so that, I went to school for one semester, and that loan is still on hold to this day. So, I'm back in college now. I started college like 4 years ago, and I'm getting my medical. I've always had two passions in life: drawing and medicine. I don't know if I've ever told this story before, but like, one of my very first Christmases that I can remember, my parents bought. This was the same Christmas that I got my very first Nintendo, because we always had an NES and an Atari in our house. But my first Nintendo was the Super Nintendo. I got it when I was like 6. And it was the same Christmas that my parents bought me like a stack of Magic School Bus tapes. And they're like, okay, which one is Gene going to stick to? Is he a dinosaur kid? Is he a space kid? What's going on? And it was I had to look this up so I don't just say, oh, the Jew? No, it was For Lunch was the episode, the digestive system. And I remembered sitting there watching that episode like, what is this? And after that point, I watched that tape so many times. My parents had to hide it from me. You couldn't buy me enough medical books. I read the Grey's Anatomy when I was 10, just because it was like, I must consume all medical media. I have this I have this book right here. I keep it next to me on my shelf that my grandpa bought me from a pawn shop. The you know, I keep it with me as like a good luck charm. But you know, like, so medical stuff has always been my passion, and even with my animation degree, it was like, oh, I want to make a CGI version of Fantastic Voyage, since fucking James Cameron is dragging his ass with Avatar sequels instead of making it. But no, so it's not like, well, I fucked up at art school, time to go to med school. No, I know that seems like such a crazy leap, but I'm gonna end this video now before I ramble on about any more nonsensical bullshit. But yeah, just the TLDR. I'm doing better. I'm gonna start doing better for the channel in the future. Do it more professionally, less bullshit, and hit me up with just art commissions, and I'll do them for practice. I want to get better at art. I'm driving myself crazy playing video games all day on my day off. I want to actually do something that feels productive. So, thanks for putting up with my dumb little bullshit. Have a good one.